Alright everyone, it's Relic Gamer here again, and I wanted to do a video discussing the VCS again, and I know this is not a VCS, it's Steam Deck, and I wanted to say sorry about the sound in the background. I'm on a boat, and just thought I'd show you. This is traveling to the San Juan Islands. You can see the Olympic Mountains off in the distance. But what I wanted to talk about is one of the things I really looked forward to with this VCS was Homebrew and indie development in the support of that. And it has, as I said before, it's pretty lacking in that department. So what I wanted to show you here is on my Steam Deck here. Try to. Okay, so is this. Now, obviously, this is for emulation, and you're going to see all the different emulators I have. And you're probably thinking, well, why are you bringing this up? This is about emulation, not about, Homebrew. And I'll show you. Now, recently they did an update and they asked for Homebrew support, and some things popped up that were something I didn't even download. So let's see if I can find it. Okay, so here's the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and if you look in here, let me just adjust here. You'll see these games. Now, I didn't download any of these games on purpose. It's just part of the Homebrew support, and they added all these games. And these have something to do with the Homebrew update. Now, if I go over, there's one for the Advance, and this is the thing I really like. It has a little preview window. You can actually add more information to each of these games. Some of them will have it, but in this case with these Homebrews, they don't have that. At least I don't see them here. Sorry. And I've been to. Okay. So, and then with this one, it's the same thing. You open the file. I usually take that file out so it goes directly to the games, but anyway, as you can see here, I have these Homebrew games. And that was kind of the thing I wanted to talk about, was something that I kind of was hoping they would do with the VCS. Obviously I would even pay for them. I really like that kind of support. But the other thing, let me see. As you saw earlier, these are all the different systems I've got on here, and it has like these little preview windows, little information board. This is something that I just really love about having Steam Deck. But some games I haven't got quite worked out yet, but most of them are working. And you can see here I have the Lynx games. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this is because when I did load these up, I got this one down here at the bottom. This is a very rare game, and I would gladly pay money to own this game for my Lynx collection, but it is not available. I've looked everywhere, and in the past they only did like 2 runs of this. This is a really well-made game. It's probably one of the best games you could get on the Lynx, but because I can't buy it, why shouldn't I be able to play it? And here it is in the emulation, and I've got it there to play, and it works beautifully. This is the same for the Jaguar. All these games work really well. There's maybe a couple that have a few little issues, but for the most part, the frame rates are better than the original hardware, and there's really just no reason to sit around waiting for a game to come out on a system when I this at my disposal. The frame rates are so good on this game. It used to be, if you played this on original hardware, it didn't work as good. And this is the same emulator that Digital Eclipse used for the 50th anniversary. So that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to share that. You have this option of owning a system that costs roughly the same money. Yeah, I know you can get the VCS now cheaper, but for most people who bought the VCS, they didn't buy it when it was cheaper, and have been waiting around for some support. And here it is. But it's on a portable device. Now, this isn't the most expensive deck. This is the cheapest deck you can buy for 400 bucks. I put an anti-glare screen protector on it, which I think does a pretty awesome job. I put a 1 terabyte drive in this and then wrapped it. So this thing's awesome. I mean, if you're really, like sitting on the fence wondering, well, should I spend the few $100 and then add more to my VCS by putting storage on it? And then what are you going to do? You're going to wait to see what kind of games show up on it? Well, yeah, even here, if I go back, having this ability to do this all under one interface is just something not possible with the VCS. This is another reason why you should jump over to this. Play Apex Legends on here. I can play Ark. I have all these are indie games. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about, was indie game support. It's all about habits. If you get on Steam and really do your hunting around, you can support indie developers there by just looking for their games. Yeah, I know there's a lot of games there to look through, but there's also a lot of good reviews in there. You're not just waiting for scraps, you're getting what is already there. You can just go through the thousands of games and really take your time and look for great games. And the great thing is, if you put this on your Steam app, they'll alert you when you have a game on sale. Like, that's one of the reasons I have 186 games, is because the games I've searched through on Steam, I'll put a bunch of games on there and I'll think about whether I want to buy it or not. And sometimes they'll give me a reminder, or they'll tell me it's on sale, and then I'll buy it. And that's where a lot of these indie games on here I've actually paid for. Some of them I've paid full price for, just because it looked that good. It was just such a great game. Sometimes they have packs that they'll sell a group of games together in a group. But yeah, anyway, you get the point. You can have AAA type games. You can have, like I got Halo Master Chief running on this thing. I've got all these nice indie type games in here. I got PS4 games in here. It's kind of a no-brainer. That's basically what I'm trying to say here.